Hey everyone. I just want to talk about what happens and what it means when the go-to ways to calm and comfort and soothe yourself don't work. Like when your self-care doesn't work. The things you do when you're like feeling that stress buildup or anxiety, um, and maybe you stop and take some deep breaths or take a walk or whatever you do. When that's not working, whatever it is, that's because you're just a little deeper in your dysregulation. Uh, how dysregulated, overwhelmed, anxious we get is really subjective because it depends on what the triggers are. If there's more than one, it depends on how deeply rooted those triggers are in our body's survival system. And sometimes there's just things that compound in a way that makes it just extra. Like our stress, our anxiety, our overwhelm is just extra. And it's good to have tools in place, self-care tools that help you relax, reset, and self-soothe. I personally have tons of them, and I teach people. And I teach people to try a lot of different things and see what works. Okay? But even when you have tools in place that do work, sometimes they don't work. Even if you're someone who's literally been training and practicing and teaching these things for over a decade, sometimes it just doesn't work. So what it means when they don't work is that you need support. You need someone to help you. Sometimes we're not able to do it all for ourselves on our own. And that's true even of someone who's been studying and practicing and teaching these things for a decade. Um, this week, actually, last week and this week, I have been struggling to use the tools that I have and to use them effectively because I have felt more overwhelmed than I usually do. And yesterday, I was able to connect with two uh, people in my community that were able to help support me. And that is why I offer and teach and constantly talk about the importance of the role of support in healing, in self-care, in self-improvement, in self-regulation. We need to support ourselves. That's what we're doing when we are self-healing or self-caring or self-soothing, but we also need to kind of have we need to have people. We need to have a community. We need to have a space that's a supportive space. And a lot of us don't have that. So that's why I created the Self-Healing Support membership, where I support people who are supporting themselves, their self-healing, self-care, and self-improvement, to help them not get stuck or to help them overcome setbacks, to get back on track. And I also provide healing support sessions so that your body's natural healing systems feel supported. And that's super important because our body has natural healing mechanisms. Healing and regulating is our body's job. It's how it functions. That's why if we get a cut, the skin fuses back together and heals. It's why if we break a bone, we still need someone to put it back in the right place, but then that bone can fuse back together and heal. It's why when we get stressed out or we face challenges, we're able to overcome eventually and overcome the stress, the overwhelm, because our body is designed to heal and regulate. And we don't have to think about it. We don't have to go, okay, it's time to heal a wound. It's time to digest our food. It's time for our nervous system to regulate. It's time for our immune system to track and eliminate a virus. We don't think about it, and we don't tell our body what to do. But our body's natural healing systems rely on our nervous system being regulated in order to function at the most optimal level. And when we are overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, dysregulated, stuck in survival mode, that's when our body has a hard time doing what it does at the most optimal level. And that's when symptoms crop up. That's when our immune system might get suppressed. Inflammation might rise. It affects our health. Our mental and emotional health affect our physical health, and our physical health affects our emotional and our mental health. Everything is connected. We are a whole person. We have to address the whole person to really, really be effective at self-healing, healing in general. So I wanted to mention that, and I wanted to just be open and vulnerable for a moment and just tell you that even I struggle sometimes to effectively self-regulate, self-heal, self-soothe. And that's when support is most important. So if you are curious about getting more support, being supported, I encourage you to check out the Self-Healing Support membership. It is a monthly membership subscription. You can try it out free for a month with code free trial. You can find those details in the description of this video. And if you are not familiar with me, my name is Michelle Clenard, and I am a self-healing coach. I'm a self-care expert. I focus more on somatic self-care, and my whole approach is that the body is the key to healing, whether we're talking emotional healing, energetic healing, physical healing. Our body plays a huge role in that, and learning to listen to the body and learning how to support it, reassure it, and respond to it in new ways is the key to creating new outcomes, healing outcomes, lasting, sustainable self-care, and just getting you from where you are to where you want to be without feeling like you're stuck and struggling and having setbacks all the time. Support plays a big role in that, and I hope that this video kind of offers a little insight into why support is such a huge, plays such a huge role in our healing journey, in our healing and self-care process, in just being a human being, to be honest with you. Just being human requires some support on multiple levels, and it's actually easier than you think to get that support, that ongoing support. So check out the membership, see what you think, and if you want to talk about it, I'm always available for a quick chat to answer your questions and explain things or talk about whether it's a good fit for you. I'm also going to mention that there's an upcoming workshop that I'm going to hold, and I'll do a formal invitation to that so you can get all the details, but I just want to throw it out there that I am going to do basically a self-care troubleshooting workshop where if you have struggled with your self-care or your ability to self-soothe in times of stress or overwhelm or anxiety, and like the things aren't working, or if they're not as effective as you need them to be, or the things that usually work are just not doing it for you. If you've ever been told, just breathe yourself calm, and it didn't work, this is a good workshop to attend because I'm going to explain why and what to do. And we're gonna just kind of talk about the struggles and then the solutions in this workshop. So that's coming up. I don't know when, but I will post details soon. And it was good to see everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.